Guys, here are some African football legends who retired without ever lifting the African Nations Cup. George Weah! Weah represented Liberia at the international level, winning 75 caps and scoring 18 goals for his country and playing at the African Cup of Nations on 2 occasions. Widely regarded as one of the greatest African players of all time, Weah was named FIFA World Player of the Year and won the Ballon d'Or, becoming the first and only player to win these awards while representing an African country internationally. In 1989 and 1995, he was also named the African Footballer of the Year, winning the official award twice. And in 1996, he was named African Player of the Century, known for his acceleration, speed, and dribbling ability. In addition to his goal-scoring and finishing, Weah was described by FIFA as the precursor of the multifunctional strikers of today. In 2004, he was named by Pelé in the FIFA 100 list of the world's greatest living players. Despite this numerous feat, he never managed a gold in the African Nations Cup, playing in the 1996 and 2002 editions but failing to get past the group stage in both occasions. Didier Drogba. Given his relatively late breakthrough into professional football, Drogba has often been described as a late bloomer, having signed his first professional contract with Le Mans at the age of 21. He was noted for his physical strength, speed, ability in the air, powerful and accurate strikes, and ball retention. Initially a right-back in his youth, due to his ability to hold up the ball with his back to goal, he often played as a centre-forward throughout his professional career and has been described as the definition of target man by Martin Lai of Bleacher Report. Didier Drogba scored 157 goals in 341 appearances in his first 8-year spell at Chelsea and added another 7 in 40 when he returned for one more season, cementing his place as the club's 4th all-time highest. He won 4 Premier League titles, 4 FA Cups, 3 League Cups, and in the most dramatic and glorious of circumstances, the Champions League. He was named Chelsea's Player of the Year and Players' Player of the Year and won the Premier League Golden Boot twice. He was also a 2-time Africa Player of the Year. Despite his impressive CV, he never won an African Nations Cup. He finished as runner-up in 2 occasions, in 2006 and 2012, with Drogba missing a penalty in both occasions. Ivory Coast went on to win the Africans Cup in 2015, 1 year after Drogba retired. Kanu Wankwa, one of the most fortunate, intelligent and brilliant footballers that came out of the continent, Kanu betrayed the physique of an African footballer, as physicality was never an attribute he had. But in place of that, the Arsenal and Nigerian legend had the most destructive deft touches you would find in the game. Kanu remains the most decorated Nigerian footballer in history, and hardly is any male African player, active or retired, who would compete with him in terms of the number of trophies won. Fondly called Papilo during his playing days, the 47-year-old won 1 UEFA Champions League title, 3 Dutch Eredivisie titles, 1 Dutch Super Cup and 1 Intercontinental Cup. He led Nigeria's N23 team to the historic football gold medal at the 1996 Olympic Games, in which Nigeria became the first African nation to achieve the feat. Kanu moved to England with Arsenal in 1999 and won 2 Premier League titles, 3 English FA Cup titles and 1 English Super Cup. One of his FA Cup titles was with Portsmouth, also in England. He also won 1 UEFA Super Cup with Inter Milan. The former Super Eagles skipper is the only Nigerian player to have won the African Footballer of the Year award on 2 occasions, which were in 1996 and 1999, but he never won an Afcon title. The closest he came was in 2000, when Nigeria lost 4-3 to Cameroon on penalties at the National Stadium in Lagos, after 2-2 in regulation time, with Kanu missing his own penalty. Asamoah Gyan. They say a prophet has no honour in his country, and probably Gyan would perfectly fit into that. vilified often by his own people for missing the crucial penalty against Uruguay that would have qualified Ghana for the semi-final of the FIFA World Cup in 2010, yet his goal record speaks for itself. Known as Baby Jet, Guyan holds the record for most World Cup goals scored by an African player. He has 6 World Cup goals. The 2010 BBC African Player of the Year lost 2 finals in 2010 and 2015, and the Black Stars have not won the tournament since 1982. Since he retired from the national team, Ghana have struggled to find a striker like him, but for all his achievements, the Afcon, however, remained his Achilles heel. Emmanuel Adebayor, unarguably the most famous football export in Togo's history. Adebayor played for some of the biggest clubs in Europe. He was the biggest brand in the Togolese senior national team during his time, in which he made 87 appearances and scored 32 goals for them. The 39-year-old played for Real Madrid, Arsenal, Manchester City, Tottenham Hotspur, and so on. He qualified them for the 2006 edition after emerging top scorer during the qualifiers with 11 goals, but the team could not make it out of the group phase. However, the 2008 African Player of the Year could not lift the Afcon with little Togo. Let us know in the comments section which legend we have missed out.